Yo, what is up, people? Welcome back to the 26th episode of our Pokemon Omega Ruby Nuzlocke Randomizer. Now, your boy's a big dum-dum, okay? I already recorded this episode, and I forgot to save my audio. So I'm going to be voicing over this. It's going to be hard for me to keep up. Let me start off with a quick team recap. That's Ace, level 30. I leveled him up a little bit. He's got Fire Fang, Bite, Volt Tackle, and Psycho Cut. He's the newest addition to the team. I was lucky enough that we did get the Arcanine with Intimidate, because there was two that we could have caught. So very happy about that. Rufus, another member added to our team here, level 30 as well. Dig, Strength, Rock Slide, and Home Claws. Ivy, the no longer Snivy, level 35. Leaf Blade, Mega Drain, Dragon Rush, and I didn't even see it. Natsu, level 36, still all the same moveset. Jet, level 36 as well. Lesser Purge, Roar of Time, all that good stuff. Lucy, level 42, Air Slash, Aura Sphere, Extreme Speed, and Fly. So I'm very disappointed because I felt like the recording was very good. Also, Rufus is holding Lax Incense, and the Ace is holding a Charcoal. I do really apologize because it's a big mistake on my end, I know, but accidents do happen, so hopefully I can commentate over this a little bit better than I think I can. I've never done this style like this. Things I have planned for this episode, not your standard go to point A and do checklist things. We will be getting some encounters and then moving on with the story, but we actually have 3 encounters today to get. One of them being in the Team Magma secret hideout that I actually didn't notice you can get an encounter in before when I went in here. You can fish or you can find actual random encounters. I believe we actually just found a encounter by surfing up to it because I was testing out that water before I wanted to. Actually, it was because I heard that. Honestly, I heard that noise and I was like, yo, that sounds ferocious. It sounds super strong. Here we are checking what's out first here. Super excited to be using Arcanine and Rufus. Got them both up to level 30 because obviously we caught Arcanine at 15. And don't want to have to be leveling him too much as I play with you guys. So I just did it off screen, did it very carefully. And thought 30 was a good level because Rufus evolves at level 31, so obviously we can experience that together. But our encounter for the Team Magma hideout was a Chestnut. Now that is some power, and I already feel bad because, like, you know, we just rearranged our team and everything, and I wasn't exactly sure if I wanted to add some more Pokemon. At least we have power in the PC. Chestnut is an amazing Pokemon. I'm saying this all hypothetically, if and when I catch them. I'm not saying that I've already caught it, this and that, so please disregard how I word things. I figured that I could use a Surf because it's not Stab, and obviously it's resisted by a big boy Chestnut. He started using Leech Seed, which is a little annoying because he kept healing just enough that I couldn't quite get him to where I wanted, and then use a ball because obviously it's a starter Pokemon and it's gonna be tough to catch. So I had a little bit of trouble with that, and I think eventually I switched out to try and use a different tactic, especially since, you know, I didn't think I could safely hit him with a Surf here at this point because, you know, it could be a high roll, this, that. So I started throwing some Ultra Balls, seeing what we could do. Sorry, I've also got water here. I'm very parched. Just came back from a long weekend. Went away for 2 or 3 days. That's why I recorded just one episode, actually, so that this would be going up tomorrow on Monday for you guys. But yeah, definitely a very fun weekend. Super sunny. Got some sun. A little sunburnt. So very exhausted here. So apologize if I'll be sipping back on some water. But you guys can just watch my stupidity as I try and catch this Chestnut for quite some time. Hope that you guys are enjoying the series. Again, don't forget to leave comments and stuff about whether or not you'd like me to do something in specific, or you guys want to see a specific Pokemon out. Obviously, I'm not going to jeopardize the team to put like a Delibird on my team because you guys think it's cute, but I will try my best to oblige and to answer all your comments. I always try my best to do that. So thank you guys for being with me all this way already. So Chestnut in the yellow here. I figured at this point it was probably a good time to switch out and see what else I could do, just because I wasn't going to be able to throw balls at it in the red. Also, I was curious to see if whether or not I switched out, if Leech Seed would still be active or applied. So I'm checking Jet's moveset here. Obviously not quite the same level. I think it leveled up once or twice. Same with Natsu as I was grinding up Ace and Rufus. But that's okay. Obviously a level or two is not too bad, considering that the Pokemon that I have been facing recently have been in like the level 37, 8 up to 40 range. We really do need to start grinding our team up, especially Ace and Rufus now that are a little bit behind, but definitely why I at least leveled them to level 30 before playing this episode here. So we throw ball, and yes, we finally caught the Chestnut after a few minutes. Took a little bit longer than expected, but at least we did end up getting this Chestnut. You know your boy, always searching for nicknames. I think I might have been mentioning in this one, it might have been in one previous, but I actually want to start writing down names. Just have like maybe a notebook or something full of nicknames that I can look back on, kind of look through and be like, hey, that's a great name. Oh, this works well with this typing of Pokemon. You know me, at least what you guys know of me, I do like my anime, and with that, I would probably end up writing down a lot of anime names, to be honest, because it'd be cool to be able to mix and match and name my Pokemon after them, and I think it'd be great. And obviously I'd still write down some other nicknames that come to mind, but I went with the nickname Roshi for our Chestnut, as he is a turtle looking beast from Master Roshi, obviously from Dragon Ball Z. Next off, I believe we fly over to... I don't think I go quite to Slateport yet. I went to the Pokemon Safari, as one of you suggested, to actually check out the encounters there, because I know I was a little bit skeptical on whether or not it was going to be possible to catch at the Safari, because how it previously worked was, you know, you run into a Pokemon, you can't even battle it, you start throwing balls and it'll likely run away anyways. Not the case in this version. I completely forgot that the safaris are like normal fields to just battle and find Pokemons now, as well as like I think you can get different safaris per game and like different Pokemon showing up depending how many friends you have. Completely forgot about that kind of stuff. So here we are at the Safari Zone, in which this guy had nothing good to say to me, so you're darn right we moved on. Definitely needed to move Rufus from out front, but I didn't do that, which is a big uh-oh for me, because... Oh, did we actually move him? I really hope we did. Yes, we did. Rufus is a little weak, if I'm being honest. He's very squishy, so it was not a good idea to have him out front. I'm glad I did make that switch, and we find a Tranquil, which I have a little debate here with myself, and I still have yet to look it up, but I'm pretty positive we're okay, is that we actually caught a Pidove in an episode, probably 2 or 3 episodes prior to this one, in which the Dupe's Clause is specific about Pokemon species, and I wasn't exactly sure if Tranquil and Pidove had the same species, because the species of Pidove, and I'm reading it here, says the tiny pigeon Pokemon, whereas Tranquil says the wild pigeon Pokemon. Now, obviously Pidove evolves into Tranquil, so I would consider that dupes. I know it's supposed to be by text being like, hey, the species need to be the exact same, but I wasn't exactly sure. And so for myself, I just decided it would probably be best if I run away calling dupes and see if we can find something else. Obviously, if you guys feel that that's not the case, I know it's up to the beholder of the Nuzlocker, so I'm okay with it now. But if you guys are really against it, I obviously wouldn't use a Pokemon that I caught if it was going to be illegal. If you catch my drift, okay? Like, it's not for whatever Pokemon here. Like, it was the same kind of instance with Kecleon. I just felt this is what should be done. We'll go look for another one. We'll decide about it later, and at least we could still get our encounter. But I could literally only find Tranquil. Tranquil everywhere, dog. No matter where I went, high or low, these Tranquil were coming out of the forest like they had a grudge against me. These bird Pokemon really wanted to be caught, but I wasn't having it. So we kept searching. We went over to the left a little bit, and we finally found a ferocious cry in the grass here. And you already know, if it sounds good, you're darn right we're encountering it. I'll even go check it if it isn't an encounter. But we found a Gigalith, which to me ain't a bad Pokemon at all. I believe it's only rock. I'm actually going to search that up right now. Gigalith. It is only rock, and it's got great stats. Evolves from Boldore in a trade, which works for us, because obviously if we caught Boldore or the one before it, or is Boldore, no, Roggenrola, or is it Roggenrola? So obviously if we got one of those two, we wouldn't have been able to get a, what do you call that, a Gigalith, if that were the case. But anyways, so here we are attempting to catch a Gigalith, which is obviously a pretty decent Pokemon. It'd be a nice addition to the team if anything were ever happened to our current standings. I don't know if I'd add a rocked Pokemon at the time. I don't know. Like, it's not bad. It's definitely something that we don't have at the moment. We had Igneous and even Toothless at one point that were both rock. Still, Toothless is in the box, but we do not have a rock Pokemon currently on our team, and I'm not exactly sure what that would do to our composition, you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. You know, like our synergy. So I'm not gonna make any changes with all the future encounters or whatever when I have 6 Pokemon, unless it's a great Pokemon and a obvious choice to switch out someone. But of course, we're gonna continue to try and catch this Gigalith. He's putting up a little bit of a fight. I'm trying to supersonic him because I can't hit him with my own moves, and I'm hoping that he can get himself into the red. I'm playing it very safe, as you can see, by super potioning up and not making sure that he's not going to land those crits and take out our Jet or anybody else on our team, because that would really suck. Finally, a supersonic lands though, and this Gigalith breaks through. So here we are, just trying to do the darn thing again. Throwing a few more balls because really we can't hit it with anything else. We could click supersonic and just waste some moves, but we might as well throw some balls to see if we can actually capture it. Gigalith snaps out of confusion again, which is super unfortunate for us, but hey, what are you gonna do about it? Gonna actually go for a supersonic again though, because I desperately need this thing to be in red for me to be able to try and catch it. And it gets itself into the red. Now I'm very scared, because if I don't catch it in the next turn or two and it does hit itself, this Gigalith is killing itself. It is 100% knocking itself off the plains of this earth. But it doesn't matter, because we do end up catching it, and Gigalith ends up in our box. A great addition to our box, if I may add. Because like I said, that boy is some power. And with the right moveset, I think we could do some serious damage with him. Obviously, you know that I will be searching a nickname for him. This is kind of like new to me too. Like, I already forget. This was 2 days ago that I recorded this, so I have no idea what I named this guy. I think, if I were to guess, what did I name this guy? Oh yes, I remember now. I definitely remember now. We were talking about, or at least I found the name Quartz or something similar like that. And I was thinking, oh yeah, he's, you know, a rock Pokemon. He's got some ores on him. But I was like, hey, you know, he's got some red rocks on him. That's a Ruby. That's a Ruby. That's a female Gigalith. We're looking at Ruby here. So, in honor of our game, Omega Ruby, I named this Gigalith Ruby. And we're going to see a Tranquil for the last time. The last time before we get out of the Pokemon Safari. Now we have one more encounter before we actually get on and do the darn thing, in which I'm just realizing I'm about to have to do some voices again, which really sucks. It sucks big time. Because I already forget the voices of everybody that, you know, whatever, I talked. And I don't know, like I said, I thought I recorded a pretty good episode, so it really does suck that audio issue happened. It was completely my fault. Like, instead of clicking save, I just exited out, and even when the prompt popped up, I didn't even think twice. I just closed it, and I was super mad, and I tried to figure out if there was some possible way to actually recover it. But unfortunately, if it hasn't been saved once or anything like that, if the program didn't crash, if it did crash, it would have had some sort of backup file that I might have been able to restore, as long as the crash wasn't too bad. But that was completely on me. So unfortunately, that's the thing. If you can't tell right now, we are obviously trying to get our fossil encounter. I went up to the top floor because I wasn't exactly sure where to go, but I went straight back downstairs to find the gentleman on the left here. Unfortunately, like I've been saying in other episodes, when I randomize this game, there's a few things that I actually took off randomization because we had a little bit of an issue at the beginning where it would randomize our starters but then give me something completely different from what I chose. But unfortunately, I guess our fossils and everything just aren't randomized, and so this claw fossil was actually an Anorith, which is okay. You know, it's not what I was looking for, but I named him Squash because he's flat like a bug, and he looks squashed. You know what I'm saying? Little Squash the Anorith is in our box. Another rock type Pokemon, a rock bug to be more specific, and that is it for encounters for today. So by this time I am going to take out Natsu again because I needed a extra spot to actually get that fossil encounter. Our box is actually looking pretty decent now. I love the backup options that we have for when I do mess up, because you know that will happen. I'm just hoping it doesn't, or anytime soon, because we could use a little bit of coasting right now, you know, like something like I need to be able to level up, get everyone where they need to be, and feel secure and safe. But unfortunately, usually when one bad thing happens, another one is bound to happen again. So let's just hope that in the future episodes we're all Gucci, nothing's going down, everybody gets caught up, we love our team loves us. That's all you can really ever ask for. Every time I enter Slateport, I honestly have no idea where I'm going, and I realize that this is not the harbor or whatever you want to call it, that this is the museum as soon as I walked in, because you could see the crowd of people standing over there. So hopefully I can keep up with the text. I apologize if I cannot.
Yes, indeed, and that is why we intend to move ahead with our expedition.
That's wonderful, Captain Stern. Thank you for taking the time from your busy schedule to talk to us. We hope we can interview you again with some more news and more discoveries.
Phew. That was my first time being filmed for TV. What a nerve-wracking experience. Oh, it's you again. You're looking well. Glad to see it. We made a huge discovery on our latest expedition to the seafloor. We found an underwater cavern on Route 128. We think it may be a den of a super ancient Pokemon long thought to have been extinct.
Captain Stern, I presume you can hear me. We of Team Magma will now assume control of your famed submarine. Take pride in the fact that your invention will serve as a linchpin of the next great step in humanity's development.
Do you hear that voice? It's like someone's using a megaphone, but where is it coming from? It came from the harbor. Our submarine, they took it. I actually lost my stuff when I first saw that. When I saw him go, I wonder where it's from. And he literally just turned around, looked at the door. He's like, oh no. They're in the building. Those thugs. They're the same lot who tried to take the Devon parts at the museum.
So you both bothered to chase me, Maxie, all the way from Mount Pyre. Ho ho ho. You have earned my respect for the persistence you have shown. However, no one can stop us now. All that remains is the retrofit of the submarine and force our way into the seafloor cavern where the great Pokemon sleeps. Our plan is to propel humanity to its ultimate heights, have entered the final stage. If you wish to prolong your futile struggle, I will not deny you your right to try. Our hideout lies in Lily Cove City. Follow us to our very door if you feel that justice demands it. And now I must be going. Tabitha!
We are in accord, Leader Maxie. You grunts there. Until our leader and I, your admin, have made our escape in the submarine, stay here and buy us some time.
Yes, sir.
This way, Leader Maxie. We should make haste.
Let us go.
I don't know about you, but like, we're not even battling yet, and we're just letting these goons get away. This is not just for buying time. I'll flatten you. Is that a promise, dude? That better be a promise. And so Secret Base Trainer Grunt sends out Bouffalant, which is a scary as hell Pokemon. I was getting Ivy right out of here and going into my bulkiest, highest level Mon because I know the kind of damage that this Pokemon can do, and he goes ahead and uses Head Charge, which takes out more than half of my HP. At least Bouffalant takes some damage from his own recoil as well as Lucy's Rocky Helmet, but I wasn't going to play around, and I was going to go ahead and heal up our Lucy here and be super smart about it. I knew nothing else could really take that. There might be another Pokemon that has a little bit better defense. I really highly doubt it, as well as better HP, I guess, but I don't think anybody else could have taken a better hit other than Lucy from this Bouffalant. Fortunately enough, the Aura Sphere was able to take it out. There was no real issue, and we got the heck out of Dodge. But the fun doesn't stop there.
I was the one who was flattened. Seems I have no choice. It takes me, a Team Magma Ace Grunt, to take care of you.
And we face a second Grunt. You are challenged by Secret Base Trainer Grunt. Sent out a Tailo. Also, like, the Secret Base Trainer Grunts, that class name has come up so much. I honestly don't understand why it's been so much, but, you know, it is what it is. Here I'm like, hey, Ivy could really use some experience. It's just a Tailo. I know it resists grass, but, you know, we're so close to leveling Ivy. We've just got to do it. And then I remembered, oh yeah, it's got access to flying moves. What am I thinking? Thankfully though, my dumbass didn't just kill off Ivy, and it was just a Tailo. If it was anything stronger, I knew my instincts would have kicked in, been like, nah, Ivy can't handle this. But even still, for a moment, I forgot it got access to flying moves, and Aerial Ace being a crazy good move. Good thing Ivy only took approximately 40-45% damage. Here, I know previously one of you guys told me that Coil is a great move on Superior, so the Coil Dragon Rush combo there is definitely good to have. I'm very torn whether or not I should get rid of Leaf Blade, Mega Drain, or Slam, in which I do end up choosing Slam in the end because I know I will end up learning Giga Drain eventually instead of Mega Drain, which I will want. And Leaf Blade being our strongest move, and we're being pretty much even physical special split, I wanted to keep those two moves instead. Dodrio coming out, and I wanted to get Rufus this little bit of experience because he's so close to evolution as well. I was hoping to see if I could get 2 evolutions at the end of this battle and finally start using an Excadrill and a Superior. Dodrio went for a Pluck, and thankfully it wasn't very effective, nor was I holding a Berry, and a Parabolic Charge was able to one-shot this thing. Because it was a crit! There you go! I already forgot it was a crit. I just knew that I one-shot it, and that thing got out of my face. My did dart face. Rufus did grow to level 31, and we defeated the second secret base trainer Grunt. And here we get to see little Ivy evolve into its final form, Superior, the no longer Snivy. And hopefully we can start using this bad boy a little bit more, because I've been so worried of the frail little thing to be able to use it in battle, but now it should definitely be able to take better hits, and we've got a great grass type on our team. Rufus also evolving, although short, still very excited to have an Excadrill on my team. It's a little bit of a glass cannon, I feel. Its speed and attack are super high, but everything else is kind of frail about it. I'm hoping I can use this properly. Obviously, just putting it into situations where ground will obviously best whatever else is on the field will be clutch, but I know that Excadrill is a super good Pokemon, so hopefully we can do some serious damage.
But I'm a Team Magma Ace Grunt. How could I have lost? Mission complete. Let's head for the hideout and join the project to modify the submarine. Yes, I can't wait to see the progress on the submarine. It's like, alright, we just got our asses whooped. We'll be leaving now.
Modeling? Those criminals. What are they planning to do with my submarine Expedition 1? They can't be after the super ancient Pokemon that slumbers at the bottom of the sea. Suck. I'm sorry, but my stolen submarine. It could bring an unimaginable disaster upon the world. Someone has to get their hideout in Lily Cove and stop them. But I've got no chance alone. Suck, please. May I ask for your help? I can at least get you as far as Lily Cove. Do you think you and your Pokemon could put a stop to them and save my sub from being used for evil? Please. So of course, I would take that offer. I was very confused how we actually got there, because we hear some sort of boat pull up and leave us at Lily Cove. But where did it go and where did it come from? How is it that we got here? This honestly bothered me. It faded to black. We saw no boat. We just had our submarine stolen. So how did we get here? You tell me this. You tell me this. But regardless, a free ride's a free ride. I'll take it. I'll do my thing. I'll keep my word. I'll stop Team Magma. Just you wait. And so this is going to be the end of the episode. I really do apologize for losing the audio, for all my mistakes that do happen throughout series and such, but I will always try my best to make amends and do the right thing, and hopefully it won't happen again. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.